Welcome to Hospitality Property School. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Gerry MacPherson. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Gerry MacPherson, and today I am excited to be sharing a guest post from a professional content writer, Bev Moss-Reilly, aka the Word Specialist. Today, Bev is going to be looking at the writing of content. I'm going to read the post exactly as she sent it to us. So without further ado, here is Reading Between the Lines, written by Bev Moss-Reilly, the Word Specialist. When I was kindly invited to write about the writing of content, I had to think hard about how I could possibly convey my message, as writing is a passion that runs through my veins. It's my blood type. So how can one teach about writing and serve up tips to want-to-be writers when you are not sure whether they have the element of passion or not? One certainly needs to be armed with an excellent vocabulary, as well as correct language skills, encompassing proper grammar, syntax, punctuation, spelling, tenses, and sentence structure. However, one can't be taught passion or how to have a fertile imagination. They are the two key ingredients for a perfectly fulfilling and successful writing career. J.K. Rowling, world-renowned author of the Harry Potter series of books, would never have been able to write several successful books had she been devoid of a unique and phenomenal imagination. Safe to say that the film production company had the ability to interpret and convey her stories with bespoke cinematography and skill. Her descriptive writing provided them with artistic interpretation. As a self-made millionaire, Rowling wrote her first book in a small coffee shop in Glasgow. What motivated and inspired her is unknown. But she wrote with passion, and it was evident how it flowed through the ink of her pen, just as it was passionately running through her veins. She had the ability to paint a picture and invoke imagination within millions of readers. This was clearly palpable. Without hooking a reader with an enchanting title and a compelling introduction, a blog or an article is lost, and the reader has moved on. There are different styles of writing relevant to the various requirements of content to be shared. Thus, besides a writer having their own natural inherent style, the way that one might compile a newsletter, for example, is very different to the way one would write a novel, a blog, or a review. Besides being a matter of fact and fiction, the tone and style differs. While the content and intention is different for every piece of writing, the writer naturally finds his groove or comfort zone. Many may diversify, especially in the field of business and social media. That, however, is lateral diversification. However, my personal belief is to do what one does best, and one's niche naturally involves. Become a specialist in one's field and be clear where you want to pitch yourself. Be in the marketplace to garner business or as a favorable pastime. Start with a plan and a framework. If one's intention is to be known and to have one's name exposed and one's writing published, it is important to represent oneself in a professional manner whereby one's language skills are accurate. Furthermore, one needs to be able to capture and maintain the attention and imagination of the reader and to hold it. Keep it short and do not cushion the content in a way that the essence is lost in translation, especially if it is not creative content. Write with a voice relevant to the brand when marketing for a company. Know and understand their ethos. Research, inquire, and ask the questions. Adapt one's language to the audience who the piece is geared at. Be sure that the content is relevant. If one is required to convey the facts about a topic, Be sure to research adequately and remain factual. If enlisted by a client, follow the brief accurately. Creative writing is completely different and allows the writer to employ his talent and descriptively share an imaginative piece that will capture the reader. As much as the introduction must hook the reader, the body of the piece must maintain their interest. A conclusion should pull the piece together and draw it to a close. Depending on the needs of the client, if one has been enlisted to write, and if relevant, pictures capture attention as well as layout, and may be used to complement the article or blog. Always check for errors before submitting it. It represents you and the name of your business. As with most services, it's only as good as the last piece of writing that has been published. One only has one chance to create an impression, and the last piece seen leaves the flavor of what the audience will chew on and digest. Be it in business or pleasure, create a groove that feels comfortable and stay there. Market oneself in a way that maintains one's specialty. Write about what interests you so that you write it with passion. The reader can detect whether passion is lacking. If the writer doesn't display genuine interest in the subject, it is evident to the reader and his interest is lost. There are many subtleties in conveying a message through content, be it creative novels, articles, blogs, or business letters and reviews. If one wants its audience to grasp the full understanding, be sure that when they read between the lines, the message is not lost. Do not leave room for misinterpretation. Know the audience and write to them. Reread it several times to be sure that it would grip you as a reader. If not, rewrite. Drafts may be written repeatedly before finalizing, what you may then be proud to release. Be different, be unique, and make yourself known for your own bespoke style. That was excellent. It has certainly given me lots to think about. Now, if you want to find out more about Bev Moss-Reilly and how she could possibly help you, visit her website at www.thewordspecialist.co.za. Before you leave, I would like to invite you to an inside tour of the Hospitality Property School Group membership site. You can get immediate access at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/KHDC103. Check it out. If you have any questions or feedback, you can leave them in the comments section of the show notes. You can find them at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/KHDC104. That is it for today's session of Hospitality Property School. We appreciate your comments, and if you have topic ideas, reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. As always, let's continue to work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.